Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today with another unboxing for Barbie. Today, we finally got the last of the Barbie Signature Looks collection, and that is our new Ken doll. Now, I am so excited to see him because, as you can tell from backstage, we have our Council of Kens eagerly waiting for their newest member to join them in hopefully a new skin tone. Now, I have not compared these ahead of time, so you are getting my reactions in live time. So, what we're going to do is we're going to review the doll, then we're going to compare the doll, and then we're going to see if we could do any possible skin tone matches to what he is. Now, I only ordered 2 of these, which I may regret later on because these Looks dolls do not like to come back in stock very often, but I try to keep my purchasing of these limited dolls that are hard to come by to kind of a minimum, just because I don't want to be like the scalpers. But in addition to that, we've also got the new 2021 Ken doll pack, which is made from recycled fabric as well. So we're going to see how that looks on him after we look at the clothes that he's wearing. Because while I like the silver pants, the oversized black tank top's really not doing it for me. So let's take a look at the back. So we have 7, 8, and 9. Now, I have noticed that 7 does come in stock on Walmart pretty regularly, and I believe these 3 are still set up as pre-orders on Amazon. And last I checked on Mattel, these 2 were available, and he was pre-order. So, depending on the results of today, I may go and try to order some more of him, but let's give it a look. So we did get a new face mold for him, and I don't remember what they decided to call it. I saw it posted from Papa Sumele on Instagram the other day, and I saved it, but I did not look it up prior to this video, and I'm not going to stop it now. So our box openings are a lot easier. And that's what he looks like outside of the box. And so let's get a close-up of that face. Like, that face is so great. And he does have a little bit more of like a Native American feel to him. So I'm hoping his body is a different skin tone, but I'm not 100% sure that this is not the basic Ken skin tone. So we're going to compare him after the fact. Of course, let's take our certificate off in the back, and then we've got our base with our little thing here. Let me tilt you guys back down, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to remove this so we can set it up. Bada boom. The Looks stands are not super sturdy, really, but they are they're very basic, which I love because I don't love a stand. Like, the BMR stands were way too specified for what they were, because you can't really use them for anything else except for BMR unless you want them to be anachronistic. Now, normally I would not do this quite so close, but I'm not in the mood to fuck around with it today. And so he does have some head staples because he has rooted hair. That really don't want to come out. And then that hair is really tied in there, so I'm actually going to have to take him out of the plastic with more force than I normally like doing, but such is life. Okay. So, see, the back of this is sewed really tightly, whereas normally we get a couple of stitches or something. but this one is very tightly sewed in there. They did not want his hair going anywhere. And then we're gonna just pretty close to this. Wow, it really does not want to come out. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. There we go. Jesus, that took out a chunk of hair right there, which is unfortunate. But here he is. As you can see, he does have a little bit of his front part of his hair pulled back into a little elastic right there. It's very cool. He's not just loose-haired like the Surfer Ken doll. This is a bit of a sheer top, if you can tell that. See, we can see the table through there. Again, it's not a... there's no Velcro on the back or anything, so this top just slides down. It does have a little bit of tape right there, or sticky stuff. It's not even tape, it's sticky stuff, which is worse. Because it's almost like sticky tack is what they're using to hold on to Looks clothes, which I'm not incredibly proud of them for, because like then it sticks to their hair. But so let's just take him off of that. Okay, so here is his articulation, because I'm not a fan of that shirt. So let's give him a good look in that face. That is just a beautiful face, I think. It's a great new face mold. Look at that profile. Like, he looks good. His hair is a good quality. I may go over it with a sheet of fabric softener just to catch those flyaways here in a bit. There are his pants. They are pretty close to the same cut as the black leather pants and the white pants from Looks, which is kind of cool. And then let me show you guys the shoes that they gave him, which are like a combat boot. And this is not completely open in the back. It is connected at the top, so it's not just going to hang loose, which is kind of nice. So there are the combat boots. As you can see, they do have some spats going on. Some ridges there on the bottom. These are nice looking boots. And so I like that. And then we're going to look at these pants a little closer. These are in kind of a stretch material. I'm not incredibly excited about these pants, just because I don't put them on most things like I would do. And so we have these pants, and they've got a little bit of a paint feel to them. Like, they're sticky, they're vinyl-ish. There's not stretch to them, really. So I feel like these are kind of going to be the same material that likes to deteriorate and crack, which is going to kind of suck, but so take care of that more. Compared to this material from the other Barbie Looks 8 doll, it's a bit of a different material. It looks similar, but it's a different weave pattern on the fabric. And then we do have his knees that are locked, because they like to do that to prevent the knees from getting broken, but it's also more of a pain to get them off of these things without messing with the mold. So you kind of got to slice them a little bit like that. And so that is the Barbie Ken, or the Barbie Looks number 9 Ken doll. And he is very cool looking. Again, I love his face. So what we're going to do now that we've gone over all of his accessories, we're going to see kind of where he falls. up here in our Council of Ken. So we know for a fact these two on the end, he's going to be darker than. So he's darker than that one. He's darker than that one. And our problem comes in this one. Now this is our regular Ken body. So as you can see, they are almost identical in shade. If there is a difference, it is minute, because these are very, very similar. There might be, this one might have a bit more of a pink undertone. You can see it a little bit more in their legs. This one has more of a pink undertone. This one has more of a yellow undertone, if you look at them like that. So they're about the same on a tan level. It's just going to be the difference in undertones, kind of like the difference between those two. So they are slightly different. I don't know if it's going to be enough to where it would matter on a head swap. So this one might be just a better face, which means I'm glad I only got one extra of him, which was why I was a little worried that he was going to be hard to find if he was a unique skin tone. So again, more of a yellow undertone, kind of like the difference between the Hispanic tone in Made to Move and then the Kira Made to Move from BMR, where it's got that yellowish undertone. So he's a very, very pretty face, but unfortunately not enough of a unique skin tone to where it would matter very much in the difference of faces, just because there's not a ton of Ken dolls that are going to have that difference in the undertone. But he's still very pretty, and I'm glad I got him. I'm glad I got two, but because I might do a restyle of the hair on one. But he's a very pretty doll. I'm going to stick him on his stand, which does not want to stay on the stand very much. So there he is on the stand. And again, if I put this Ken next to him, now this is the regular wheelchair Ken body, which was not one of our first Made to Moves, but it was the first widespread Made to Move that wasn't in a signature line. In fact, the only one that's not been in a signature line. Because these three, so this one right here, and this one were both in the Barbie Looks Series 1. And they both are great. They have multiple matches, but this one is more useful, especially considering the new Ken doll that's coming out as Fashionista. This line is going to fit with that. This guy has more subtle tones, and he's more of your classic Ken doll heads. But they all still look really good. But yeah, the difference between these is going to be minute. Like, it's the same lightness, it's just a different undertone. If you can see the difference, I'm trying to get them in the light as good as possible to where you guys can really tell the difference between these. But there's not much of a difference, which is the problem with me showing you guys. But he's still a very good Ken doll. And he's got great accessories. These pants, like I said, they might not stand up to the test of time, so store them away from heat. These boots are awesome, though. Like, I love these boots. I want to put these with a camo guy. And so let's take a look at the new Ken fashion pack. So this is the 2021, or the end of 2021, early 2022 look, because this is the Barbie Loves the Ocean plastic. So it's renewable or recycled materials that go into making the into the fabric, which I love. And so let's give it a quick look. So we've got a bunch of these little staples in here. Then we got those out. And again, we do have a mask now. And the mask just fits over like that to make him like that. And then what we get in this pack is a Ken cardigan, which I kind of love that looks like that. Again, you gotta get those staples out. It doesn't feel like a bad kind of material. It's got the inside seams. It's got a bit of like a classic look to it, which I love. And then we just get some kind of basic orange shorts, which are great. I would have loved to have seen pants because we just don't get a ton of pants for Ken anymore, generally, but let's see how this looks on him. So, let's see. So we've got our pants on him. I'm going to put his arms back and put this cardigan on him. I'd love to see more accessories for Ken, just because if you've followed my channel for a while, you know I love Ken dolls. Almost a little bit more than Barbies or any other types of dolls. Because, you know, you want representation for what you are, which is a guy. In doll collecting, which is a little bit hard. Okay, so that is how it looks. He doesn't lose any of the shoulder width, which is nice, because sometimes when Ken puts on a jacket, he starts to look boxy. And this cardigan can be pulled back a little bit, and it looks good. And he doesn't seem like he's just wearing a box shirt, which is nice. So again, the little face mask are cool. I do love that these come in most of the accessory packs now, just because it's one of those things that we're going to see in daily life for a while probably. But it's great to see them being reflected in the dolls. And that is my stand that just rolled away. I don't know if it's just my stands, but this round of Barbie Looks stands has not been real fitted, which is bizarre to me, because it's not a new mold. And so that is what he looks like in the outfit, which is cute. Again, we have his shoes down here, the tank top that he came in, which is oversized, which I don't love. I would replace this tank top with probably one of the Creatable World tank tops. And then there's our shiny silvery pants. And again, here is his face for you guys to marvel at. He looks great. I love how much more relaxed he looks compared to some of the ones that I've seen. And so, again, he's very cool. I'm a little sad that he's not more of a... I'm a little sad he's not more of a specific tone, to where he's more of a shade at this point. But that's okay. He is still technically a different color, which I appreciate, but he is very much going to look really good with the rest of the Council of Kens. So he is going to get his uniform here in just a bit, which is his little Calvin Klein suit. But I may switch it up and give him like black shoes. Oh, sorry about that. But that is the Barbie Looks Ken. Again, here's what he looks like in the box. This is what the newest one that came out. So the full Barbie Looks line, let me show y'all like that. That is the full Barbie Looks line. And now I did get all of them except for number 1. And I'm regretting that now because I just don't have a complete set. But she wasn't a unique skin tone or a unique body type. And so I didn't bring her home with me. So those are all your different ones. We got 3 Kens. He is the third of our Kens, and he looks great. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some other videos. I'm gonna start looking at some of the new color change mermaids and do a couple more of the Barbie extra reviews. But these are gonna be hopefully available a little more widely eventually after the pandemic's got the supply chain fixed. But our Council of Kens is complete for now. This is all the different shades of Made to Move Ken that have been released, except for the Superman and Batman dolls, which are not technically made to move, but they have most of the articulation. I just haven't gotten those because they're expensive, and I don't want to get them just for bodies, even though I do love Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck, but still. It's not on my list of have-to-haves. So, if you guys have any questions, then leave them in the comments. If you want more close-up pictures, let me know, and I'll post them to Instagram. And if you enjoyed it, leave me a like. And as always, follow along for more. Bye, y'all. Be good.